Hamworthy. An early chance that was unfortunately wasted, but some good play though here from Hamworthy. They're looking really aggressive today, looking like they really want to start the season off to a strong turn mine off quickly.
So apologies once again, the connection here is causing us a few issues. If we are late, then you haven't missed much so far. It's still 0-0 here, 4 minutes having gone. There was a chance earlier in the game that the keeper had to tip over. The Hammers have started the stronger side off the two, but still 0-0 here, 5 minutes played. I'm joined in commentary today by Scott Sandever, pleasure to say.
Yeah, very excited to be here. It's going to be a good start to the season. It's a lovely summer's day, and Hamworthy starting off strong. It's been a really good spells of possession so far and some good chances, and so a good sign for the forthcoming rest of the match.
Yeah, so the ball's just gone up in the air from the Newport goal kick, headed around, and Sainville clips that forward to Malpass. It's JKP, back to Myers, the ever-reliable defender. To his Rolls-Royce of a defender, Sainville, he goes back to his goalkeeper. And he just takes his time over the ball and releases that one long. Malpass, little flick on JKP. We know the pace he has. As he runs forward, assesses his options, looks to deliver a ball. In it goes low, but cut out by the first man. And that's Keelan Walsh coming away with the ball. His butcher, Mazambara, tries to hold it up. It's going to go to a Newport man in the middle, but his kick is long and going to be collected by JKP. Seen anything to excite you so far?
Well, I was actually about to say, I think in possession they're looking really good, especially on the transition. They're looking really excited, lots of runners forward. But even when they're out possession, they look like they really want to win the ball back. There's such a intensity to their play that's really kind of admirable, especially this early into a game. But the possession at the moment with Newport into the Hamworthy final third here.
Yeah, it was Nash going out wide to Butcher. This is Brad Young to the number 6, George Holbrook, and he goes to his fellow centre-back. That's the number 5, and Mike Thompson was the away supporters player of the season last year for Newport. It's Butcher, the player manager. His ball looking in behind for his winger, but JKP's going to get there first, and Nibs sweeps up with a long ball back forward. Brandon Williams is going to try hold on to this, and he does really well, and the release is Malpass down the right side. We know the pace he has. He's up against Holbrook. Can he beat his man? Takes the shot block. Brilliant from Holbrook in the end. Do not get beaten by Malpass where he's most dangerous.
Fantastic. Found so much space in behind there. Also, it was one pass to unlock them. Worrying signs for Newport, but fantastic signs for Hamworthy, though. They can get in behind like that more often. They can create some real dangerous chances. So the corner taken by Hamworthy here. Left foot, in swinger. Sainville's in there, and so was Streams, but the header is just over the bar. Great chance. Fantastic chance. Unfortunately, it's a goal kick, though, as a result. But, again, more chances like that, more goals can come.
Peppering them so far. We peppered them last time we played them here. Went 2-0 up, and then we're 2-1 up at half-time. We won't quite say how that one ended because it didn't end in our favour.
No, but the home side historically has been the favourite, and of course we are here at home for Hamworthy, so hopefully it could be a win for the Hammers today.
Leon Pittman takes the goal kick. Former Portsmouth Academy player. Goes to his number 9, is Mazambara. Holds that up. Oh, and a missed kick there from Kai Grace, but went to his centre-back Holbrook. Jordan Brown releases Nash, and we know what he's like in front of goal, but nibs out and straight into Rosette.
Oh, fantastic. Good confidence from the keeper. Knew that it was his ball, claimed it, didn't ask any questions. And I think someone might have warned that one off on the side. But it's a throw in here for Newport.
Yeah, held up by Butcher. He's got Burt Whistle all over him, and away by Chavez Munoz, very high. Wetton wasn't going to be able to challenge for that one. Brad Young did. Josh Malpass is going to get the loose ball, and he's beaten his man. He's away down the right again. Williams and Wetton trying to join him in attack, but in the end he's tackled by Matt Benford. That 5 back at the minute for Newport, working well.
And of course, Malpass last season, a big source for goals, big source of creation. Missing out on one of the attacking 3 from last season, however.
It's Wetton with a loose touch. It's in behind now, chests it down, hits it towards goal, and flashes it over the bar.
And that would have been a fine finish. It wasn't far off, though. And a really, really good sign there. Just cutting above the crossbar there. But again, a fantastic chance.
Tried to do his keeper at his near post, and it was brilliant work to win it back in the first place from him, really. Broke his way, and that's what happens when you really put your all into it. But once again, a goal kick taken by Pittman. This one going long again, just over the head of Malpass. JKP was in there. Sainville will sweep up, go down the line. Malpass with another flick on. Here's Williams. Touches it down, tackled by the number 8. That's Keelan Walsh. And away. Down the line, Mazambara will chase. Sainville will put that out for not quite a throw-in. Stayed in, I think. No, it's gone out now. Quickly run you through the Hammers team because I haven't had the chance to yet. It's Nibs and goal, JKP, Myers, Streams and Sainville at the back. You've got Burt Whistle, Ross and Wetton in midfield. Then a front 3 of Malpass, Chavez Munoz and Brandon Williams. Is Wetton. His clearance is blocked, and that's going to go out for a goal kick. The Newport team very quickly is Pittman and goal. It looks to be a back 5 of Grace, Benford, Young, Thompson and Holbrook. And then you got their Topshire. Snibs with the goal kick, and he looks to go long. Here's Nash.
Good pressure, Brandon. Keep going, Brandon.
Centre back goes long, looking for Grace. Cut out by Streams. It's Chavez Munoz. Lovely pass there. Ross gets there first. Stays on his feet. Wetton tries to release Chavez Munoz. He can get there. He stabs it just wide. Well, the defender got a foot in, but he still managed to get there first. He's on the floor now. I think he got a touch by the keeper post-shot, but oh.
Wow, amazing willpower there. Just kept probing forward and just kept making things work, really, there. Insane. It's understandable how this team scored 100 goals last season. They averaged 2.3 goals per game last season, and hopefully we can see more than that today. Certainly, as the fixtures suggest, the past 4 meetings for these teams, we haven't seen anything less than 3 goals. So we're certainly in for a goal fest today.
So once again, another goal kick for Newport. This one going straight out for a throw-in.
Frustrated shout from the goalkeeper there. Not exactly where he wanted that one. Appears to be passing that to the manager.
The throw-in has been taken. Goes back to Saintville. And here's Myers. Touch, looks ahead of him. He's got Burt Whistle next to him if he wants to use him, but he's looking long. He's looking to release Malpass with that low-driven pass, but didn't quite come off straight to the feet of Thompson. It's Brown. Goes over the top. And straight to Nibs. And Hammers will once again use the opportunity to play out from the back.
A brave play style, certainly, but it's a high risk, high reward sort of play style. It's one that is part of the identity of the club.
It's
And the Hammers looking to pass their way through the opposition, and so far they've been pretty successful today. Some of the really nice 1, 2, 3 passing exchanges have been fantastic to watch as the ball goes over the top here, but it's dealt with by the number 6.
Ross picks up in the middle, as he so often does, and he's going to put a foot in here. Not quite, but in the end, one back by Hammers. Brandon Williams trying to release Malpass first time. Not quite direct, but the clearance goes straight to JKP. Is Ross. Goes back to his right back, and he goes back to his centre mid. Burt Whistle, the debutant. Loose pass, and then he's been done by Jordan Brown. Nash, he's offside. good line from the Hammers defence. Intense game so far.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable. It's been enjoyable, certainly. I say I think it's definitely the play style of Hamworthy so far really showing through.
Yeah, it's the way Hubbard really wants to play this out of the back kind of football, and for the most part it seems to have worked today.
You can see why. The quality of the chances that so far have been made. I think there's been 3 or 4 massive chances for Hamworthy so far, but not really anything for Newport. They've been kind of just coping at the moment with Hamworthy, looking to try and pick up the pieces, but so far pretty faultless from Hamworthy, as yet again playing out from the back here, the front line looking ready to make a run in behind here as the ball is stretched down the wing now. Number 3 bottoming down the wing, and he's got at least 3 runners into the middle.
The defender falls over, and Wetton, who got on the end of the cross, just taps it wide.
Yet again another massive chance. God's a waste, but at some point one of these have got to be turned in. There's enough runners coming in, so a fantastic chance there.
Another goal kick from Leon Pittman.
Might use my phone
as the wind wreaks havoc in the commentary booth.
Goal kick now into the mixer. And like the first hit in a pool game, who will come away? It's going to be going back to the goalkeeper here for Newport, and Newport will reset.
Yeah, calmly done by George Holbrook. And the ref counts down one of the new rules introduced to Wessex League football. But the header's flicked on, and here's Brown, who's chipped the keeper, and he's found the net. It's Butcher, my apologies. The player-manager got on the end of the flick on, and he's just caught Nibs off his line.
It's certainly against the run of play. It's certainly been against the run of play.
And out of nearly nothing, a one long ball, it's Newport 1, Hamworthy 0. In need of a big reset now.
Well, yeah, it's a frustrating one to concede, especially with how they've been playing so far. But you'd like to think, say, if they keep playing the way they've been playing, then they should be able to punish them. But a frustrating one to give up, but I hope that might light a bit of a fire. And they might put away one of the chances they've been so good at creating so far.
And the first goal scorer of the afternoon for Newport, number 11, Joe Butcher.
So here's Birtwistle. Goes back to Sainville. And if the Hammers can keep creating the chances that we were just a few minutes ago, when throughout this half so far, you'd back us to do all right, to get ourselves right back into this one.
Absolutely.
So Nibs chips up to JKP, gets past his man. Once again, the Hammers are on a counter. It's Malpass. Looks to his man for pace, and we know he can do that. Low cross into the middle. Just cut out before it could get to Brandon Williams. Long ball forward.
Chavez, right shoulder, Chavez!
It's Walsh. Gets past Birtwistle. And the ball in behind is cut out by Streams. Here's Wetton, lays it off for Chavez Munoz. He runs into the centre of the park, looking for Brandon Williams, but the step in is good from Thompson. As Chavez Munoz stays on the floor, they've released G Nash down the wing, but that's going to go out for a goal kick. Is there anything you think is missing from the Hammers' play so far?
A goal, to be honest. So there's been some fantastic chances. I don't know. It's certainly, I think, focusing the play down the wings, it looks really dangerous down the wings, especially when they have those runners forward. Malpass is fantastic on the wing. I think as brutal as it is, I think the only thing they are missing is just that finishing touch, really. So the first chance was probably the best, where they were almost in the 6-yard box, just couldn't quite get the turn and finish that they were really wanting, and it was Newport who were able to scurry back and just get the clearance in time. But at the moment, I think maybe just the awareness coming back, maybe that's the only thing. I think just defensively need to tighten up a little bit, because they're getting exposed down the wings. But looking really good in possession so far.
And that was Brandon Williams trying to hold the ball up, but he was dealt with by Thompson. It's Jordan Brown. Goes out wide to Butcher, the goal scorer. He looks to deliver a ball into the box, but it's over everyone's head. And it's going to go out for a throw-in to the Hammers. You say we're just missing the goal. Obviously, we've just lost Bailey Rowe, our top scorer.
Of course.
How do you feel we could sort of replace those goals that he was so often putting in last season?
Get into similar positions as him, definitely. You say we've got so many the chances that we've had so far where there has been a lot of bodies forward. Just focusing. There might not be a focal point like last season, but if the rest of the team can make similar runs, again, can get into good positions, then you can more than make up for those goals. Of course, it's difficult when you have such a prolific goal scorer like there was last season with Rowe, but we'll have to see. There's a lot of goals in the team. Malpass last season went 7 goals, 7 assists, but did have problems with injuries, and so the way he's moving today, you certainly put him to be getting a lot more assists, but as you say, it's just who's going to be on the end of those? That's going to be the main question. That's going to have to be answered this season. And who knows, there might be someone else that steps up. Someone that steps up to the plate to be the man for the season. As Malpass on the ball now, looking to try and explode away.
Yeah, he's definitely got Benford for pace, but that one's just been run out of play. It'll be a throw-in to Newport. And so far, what has been a pretty calm and mature display from Hammers so far, especially in an attacking sense, is found them a goal down. Here's Walsh in the centre. Goes back to one of his 3 centre-backs. It's Thompson. Goes long, looking for Nash. Sainville deals with it. Is Myers. Oh, a bit slow on the ball. There was an interception in there, but Chavez Munoz will pick up the loose ball. It's Jake Streams, the captain. Myers. Sainville, just outside his own 18-yard box, rolls the ball into Ross into the midfield. He goes wide, his Malpass, tries to flick it back to Ross. Great play from the two of them. Ross continues running. Here he goes to Williams. One slide has dealt with that, but it will be a corner kick.
It's good play. It's really good play here. They say they're managing to really stretch part of that defence. This is naturally quite a tight defence. Like, this is a team, Newport, that are very good at squeezing out wins and getting really close games, and say defensively they're doing a pretty good job at the moment, and that might be where some of the attacking faults are actually coming from. It might not even be that Newport are playing that bad. That the Hammers are playing that badly. It might just be a Newport are just so tight in defence at the moment. It's just hard to really break through.
The corner's in by Wetton. It doesn't beat the first man, but it's bouncing around in there. Burtwhistle looked to hit it. Didn't quite get that. Streams. Wetton. Ball back into the box. Quite poor and weak again. And it's cleared in the end by Matt Benford. JKP misses the header. He needed to win that. Is Nash. But Jamie Ross recovers well. Comes back and helps his defender out. He goes down the line for Streams. He's been tackled there. Mazambara picks up the ball and he's brought down by Streams. Or was he? Ref says no. Mazambara keeps going though. It's Brown. To Nash. Goes back to his right back, Grace, who just turns on the ball. Faces his own goal, then turns back around. Butcher. Oh, loose pass. Here's Burtwhistle. Williams. I think the pass was there first time for Malpass. He took the touch, dwelled on it, and it's going to go out for a Hammers throw-in. Dealt with by Thompson, who so far has proven why he won one of the Player of the Seasons last season.
Certainly is so far. Playing out from the back again.
It's Nibs to Myers. It can, from occasion, be a walking pace around the back from the Hammers, but as soon as we enter their half, we really speed it up. Wetton brought down. No. Ref says defender wins the ball. Walsh over the top, Nash offside. That's the second time he's been caught. And we need to get that defensive line right, because 41 goals last season, you can't be letting him in on goal.
Yeah. I mean, last season, Newport conceded 12 less, and at the moment, you can kind of see why. It's very easy to get in behind at the moment. It's almost as easy it was for the Hammers so far, for a naturally, as I say, very tight defence for Newport. At the moment, though, it's looking a little bit easy. I think sometimes just need to take the time just to get the clearance, just to get the header, just to make sure that you're clearing your lines, because at the moment, some of the pitches aren't quite coming off.
Brandon touches it to Ross. He's looking to play to Malpass. Was behind him, but he gets the ball. Is JKP. Takes his time on the ball, then it goes to Ross, gets the ball back. And he's going to go back to Sainville. He goes long. Malpass wants to win it, but it was beaten to it by Benford. Wetton picks up the ball, gets past one. He could have a hit here. Just a little fake shot, keeps delaying it, shifts it back onto his left foot, hits it, blocked. And then Brandon Williams receives a massive barge in the back, and I think if he was able to go down and wasn't sandwiched between two players, we'd have a penalty shout there.
Oh, I'd say the ball carrying there is fantastic from Weston. So fantastic ball carrying there, but just needed to release the ball there. I think he wanted the goal too much and just kept trying to find space for it, but just wasn't able to find it in the end.
Another long ball forward here. Nash is trying to get to it. Sainville sweeps it up. JKP will pick up the ball. These long balls from Newport are really testing the back line, and at the minute, I know we conceded from one, but for the most part, we've dealt with them.
Yeah, there's been some assured clearances so far with those long balls.
It's Nibs to Saintville. Looks to go long, does, and finds touch. Well, the momentum with Newport at the minute in terms of the scoreline, the momentum with them off the pitch as well. They just this season got their own stadium for the first time in 7 years, and they've had a big turmoil off the field, so it's great to see them in such a good way off the field now as well.
Absolutely, it's great for the sport, great for the league, and great for the football pyramid as well. Hopefully we can go up the pyramid with them, be a consistent fixture.
Yeah, they're carrying big momentum into this one. Won the Isle of Wight Senior Cup at the last game of last season, so the morale is good with them so far, and in the way they perform so far, very disciplined, good in what they do. It's working for them so far as Sainville flicks that one back. It's Myers flicking it away. Birtwhistle. JKP just beaten to it by Mazambara. There's Walsh going back to his own goal. Tackled by JKP. He's getting a bit scrappy in there, but Malpass comes away with the ball down the right. He charges towards Tomset. Holds the play up. Now he's got Walsh on him. Malpass, will he cut or go back? He goes back. It's Birtwhistle with a bit of space. He's going to hit one from distance. And he kind of sliced through it wide off the near post.
It's worth a shot. It's worth testing the keeper. At the moment, a lot of the chances that have gone our way have unfortunately ended up over the post or gone wide, but a good chance there, good test, and maybe some more of that, just to sort of really test the keeper, fire it through a bunch of players and see how quick the keeper can react to it.
Indeed. But for now, yet another Hammers chance results in a Pittman goal kick. There's another opportunity for them to go long and cause some harm to our back line. This one's not going to get to the back line. Birtwhistle will head it away, and it may roll for a throw-in. It does. Holbrook lets that go. Kai Grace will take the throw-in. One young player of the season last year with Newport. Hooked away for yet another throw-in from the exact same position, this time by Streams.
Yeah, slowing the tempo down now. Certainly a little bit quieter than it was earlier. But I say at any moment it could turn on its head and we could see anyone in behind.
That goes over Birtwhistle, Streams and Brown's head, but Myers sweeps up, plays it down the line. The deflection takes it away from Brandon Williams. Long ball again from Newport. This one's a Nibs. And he goes to Sainville. His rock at the back. The Fleetlands manager after the friendly last week came up to Chairman Andy and asked him if Sainville lives Pompey way. He's just that good. Kai Grace battles for it down the line. Stream takes it out for a throw-in.
Where's he going, Lino?
Throwing it straight to Eddie Myers. It's Chavez Munoz, a bit tight in there, and A long ball goes straight back to Eddie Myers. Now Mazambara with a heavy touch. Burt Whistle and Wetton getting in there. And it's a ball by Butcher, looking to switch the play for Nash. Those two have swapped wings. So it's JKP having to deal with the 41 goal a season man. It's Benford. Thompson. Coming forward with it, then plays it long straight into Nibs' arms.
One of the nicest ones so far today for the keeper. A nice comfortable catch there. And we'll look to command the rest of the back line. Playing forward now again. Driving up as a runner. On the wing now. Burt Whistle looking to try and pressure into a mistake there. It looked like he might have won the ball there. And they've given a throw in to Hammers. And that's a really good, dangerous position here.
Yeah, Newport not too happy about that one, but we'll certainly take it. Good play from Burt Whistle. It's a hallmark of his game, being tenacious, a proper ball winner he is.
He loves to get stuck in. He's one of the exciting new signings for the season. A lot of reinforcements in the midfield for this season. A lot of energy.
Here's Munoz cutting inside. His shot is blocked, and the keeper couldn't keep it in. It's corner kick.
And another corner. If they can get this one elevated, get this one above the keeper, they might be able to head it down just past him. But they certainly like to crowd the 6-yard box, Newport, for what we can see. So maybe a spilled ball might be able to make it.
So it's Burt Whistle out to take the corner kick. Plenty in the middle to aim for. This one's a decent ball in. The keeper comes out and punches it. Commanding. He had to get there.
Yeah, that was risky. That was risky. If he misses that, then there's someone waiting at the back post to poke it in. But good claim from the keeper.
Ross Williams. Oh, he just tried to flick it back to Ross, but I don't think they were on the same wavelength there. It's Wetton. Chavez Munoz, the winger, finding himself at centre back at the minute. And he goes back to his keeper. JKP to Ross in the midfield. He goes back to Sainville. And here's Myers. How would you think the reaction so far has been to that, going a goal down? Given we were so intense before, do you see a change?
I think just as the game's gone on, there's been some quieter periods where there's been a lot more kind of resets in play through goal kicks, through throw-ins. But in general, playing largely the same, I think, because of that one mistake where they were able to get in behind. Since then, they've definitely been a little bit more assured in defence, been a bit further back. The D-line has been a little bit further back.
Chavez Munoz puts a ball in behind for Wetton. He can get there. He's round the keeper. He might have taken it too wide. Williams is trying to get in there. The keeper gets in to get the block. Williams on the turn forces the save from the keeper. He just dug that one out on the turn, and the keeper really had to fly up into the air. Corner kick.
Weston just slightly overrunning that one, just couldn't quite get the shot off and couldn't quite get the pass back. It was well done, though, from Brandon Williams to try and get a finish off, but it forced a save from the keeper so that at least they'll be able to get a corner out of this, but they certainly walk away from that chance wanting more and thinking they could have got a lot more out of it.
See another Hammers corner. It's Wetton, who was so close to equalising the scores, puts this one in. It's high to the far post. Wynyard heads it back across. Myers! Not enough power into the keeper's arms.
It was a really nice piece of play there. So the ball went a little bit over, I think, probably where they maybe were expecting, but it was good improvisation to get to the back post, put something into the middle to try and cause a problem, and it did, but it was ultimately saved by the goalkeeper.
A flick from Myers goes back to his keeper under a bit of pressure from Nash, who may have been offside. JKP goes long, looking for Williams, who, if he wants to take this chance to replace Bailey Rowe, he's definitely putting in a decent performance so far. Free kick Hammers in a dangerous position out wide right. It's Wetton who comes over to take. There's Extremely scuffed ball in the end, that one. Sainville will collect.
We're asleep, boys.
And his ball back into the box will be dealt with by Thompson. Sainville will head it back. That will be dealt with by Thompson. And it's back to Sainville, who couldn't quite get there first. JKP misses the bounce, but Streams will collect.
You can have a shot, you can have a shot, come on!
Thoughts on that free kick?
It's certainly not where I don't think he expected it to be, but it was a good recovery in the end, though, to make sure that they kept the possession. The numbers were still up, to be fair. The pass was played sort of in behind, trying to see if there were any runners available, but I think ultimately a wasted opportunity. That was the first real chance for a set piece we've had so far, other than the prior corner, but it's disappointing to not take anything else away from that. A shot on target would have been nice, but yeah, not the best, unfortunately.
It's a long-winded way to say, yeah, he messed it up. Myers to Ross.
It's a long
Back to
game.
Myers.
We've got to show for the second one when he goes back in, Hammers.
It's Nibs. Sainville. It goes all the way across the back line as JKP now looks up, tries to play it forward to Malpass, and he turns his man so brilliantly. Benford tries to have a hack down at him, but he runs through. It's Chavez Munoz. Good first touch, but again, they just have so many defenders back, and in the end, it's a free kick won by Newport. Wetton adjudged to have gone through the back of him. Again, they just have so many defenders back in their three-back formation. It makes it so hard that once you take that first touch, there's at least one yellow man on you.
Yeah, they conceded 12 less goals last season than Hamworth, and they're certainly showing at the moment, as I say, a very tight defence, very good at squeaking out results. And at the moment, they have the advantage and they don't want to let go of it. And they're showing that in their performance so far. I say there's not really much going forward at the moment because they're just trying to nullify. Oh, it was an attempted scissor kick clearance there. And they've managed to get the ball away, but it's gone back to the goalkeeper, and Newport will again reset play.
And again, look to go long, put pressure on this back line. That's left for Nash. Streams will have to deal with him. He holds it up, and it's a shot by Brown that will be collected by Nibs. On target, but really shouldn't be troubling the debutant goalkeeper.
Pretty routine for the goalkeeper there, just down to his right side, but managed to get down for it in a pretty convincing save, and he'll add that to his stats for the season.
Is Brandon Williams holding the ball up really well against Tomset, then looks to get away from him. The ball to Malpass was slightly loose.
It's great awareness from the midfielder there, so Brandon Williams dropping back. Actually, there's the hold-up play while the wingers started bombing forward and the midfielder taking up his position, so it's a good sort of give-and-go play here, especially through the middle. Some fantastic passing work being done. You can really see it all the training paying off there. Interesting in possession. Look like they're switching to almost like a 5-2-3 in possession.
Mazambara winning it back from Ross on the wide right side. He has impressed me today, Brandon Williams, with his hold-up play. He's not the biggest lad, especially not to some of these Wessex League centre-backs, but he's really holding it up well, using his body well. It's Myers to Birtwhistle. JKP to Ross. He fizzes it back to JKP, lets it hit him. He goes to Sainville, he gets it back. It's a proper how's your touch moment.
Yeah, it's good control with his hip, to be fair.
His hips don't lie, JKP. The ball forward goes for a Newport throw-in.
So your 50-50 draw ticket winning number is 2796. 2796, your 50 draw winning ticket number. 2796.
So nearly 40 played. Hammer's still a goal down to Newport. We haven't beaten them in any of our last 3 occasions playing them. How can we avoid making that a 4th?
At the moment, I think it's just, again, keep peppering them with chances. I think the defence is looking a lot more assured now, say, after that first goal for the Hammers. Sorry, after the first goal that was conceded against the Hammers, at least, the defence has been a bit more assured. Just, I think, a bit more... I think you need to be a little bit less selfish in up an attack. I think there's some times where people are holding onto the ball a little bit too long, and they can score as long as they just offload it to one of the supporting runners. They've got plenty of runners up there. I think just something like that. I think there's nothing wrong with how they're playing so far. I think it's just that Newport have got their goal and they're pretty happy with it at the moment. They're not really looking like they're challenging to try and get that second to really kill the game off. I think they're kind of happy at the moment to just keep them off and keep hold of them to this 1-0 lead at the moment. But a goal before the end of the first half would certainly be a bit of morale booster. They can go back into the changing room and really feel like that. Okay, it's basically a reset. And this looks like they're certainly going to do that at the moment as they're building out from the back here. Nice spell of possession.
Lovely touch by Chavez Muniz as he drives into the centre of the park. And then it's cut out in the end by Brad Young. Just got there first. Jamie Ross just gets there first ahead of Brown, JKP, now Sainville. Gets intense in the midfield with the likes of Jamie Ross in there. Always nipping in.
It does some powerful runners in there as well.
Bo Whistle getting caught on the ball, and now G Nash is away. He's up against Eddie Myers as he cuts inside onto his left foot. Switches the play out to Butcher, the player manager and goal scorer. Walsh. Grace is free down here on the right. Ball into the box is headed away by Myers, and JKP has a bit of time, but he lets it bounce a little bit too much. Gets there just in time. Malpass flicks it on. It's Wetton. His cut was read by Walsh. He gets in and wins it back for Newport.
It's going to be tough for Brandon to break away. He's got 2 defenders to worry about there. One of them could easily track one of his runs. So it's going to be difficult on those sorts of counter-attacks if he doesn't get the players back with him. It seems to be then transition. There's a big shift in numbers.
It's always
transitions. They're on one now.
Yes, Ross coming forward. He cuts onto his left foot down the left-hand side. Shot is in to the near post. It's Jamie Ross.
What a finish. The angle we're at as well. That was absolutely perfect. See it from his boot to the back of the net. It looked absolutely world class.
Coming down the left wing, he stayed on his left foot, chopped his man towards the byline and thumps it into the near post. The keeper couldn't react in time, whether it was at his near post or not.
Well, there was a similar chance earlier and that one went over and the keeper didn't look like he was getting anywhere near that one, and he must have seen that earlier and went, all right, I'll have a go again, and he did exactly that. I said a goal before the end of the first half would be huge for the morale. Commentator curse worked out this time.
It's not so much a curse, more a wish. But Jamie Ross, the first goal scorer of the season for Hammers. It's his first ever goal for the Hammers as well in his 3rd season with us. What a player.
And what a goal. What a fantastic finish.
And now how do Newport react to that? How do the Hammers react with this momentum?
Well, I say Newport haven't looked very convincing attackingly so far, apart from their, really 1 or 2 chances they've had, and of course they made one of them certainly count, but the way that the Hammer's been looking...
Well, a lot of long balls is their game, and they go for another one there, and they're trying to pressure the back line as there's a loose pass by Sainville to the keeper, but Nibs gets there just about ahead of it was Butcher, the player manager.
Fantastic goalkeeping there, put his body on the line for that one, but he ended up in a 50-50, getting the positive side of that and ended up winning the ball.
Ross, the goal scorer, goes back to Nibs, the hero just then. It's Myers.
This might put a bit of a spring in their step. They might even look to end the half in the lead. They're certainly looking like it at the moment. They've been looking like it all half.
Stoppage time goals are a feature off the county ground. Is Chavez Munoz. Cuts inside, gets a bit more space, tries to go past another one. Hooked away by Holbrook. Is Wetton. Mazambara is going to compete with Ross for that. Ross is going to come out on favour. And then goes to the ground and wins the free kick. This
Fantastic.
time on the right side.
The ball carrying so far has been fantastic from Jamie Ross. He got the goal and he wants to create another one the way that he was bombing down the wing there. There's so many great ball carriers, especially Chavez as well. He's been doing a really good job of the ball carrying. Unfortunately sometimes makes that extra touch or just stays onto the ball a little bit too long sometimes, but the way he pushes forward is just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, well, he's only a young lad, old Chavez. Well, I should say young Chavez, not old. But that sort of thing will come with experience. He's got the ability, that's for sure. Just, the final part, knowing when to look up and play the pass or shoot. But the talent is definitely there with a lot of these boys, Wetton included, who's going to take this free kick. This one better than his last attempt. Into the middle. Sainville was there, but in the end, won by Thompset. Comes back out. Ross is battling for it against Mazambara. He goes to the ground. No doing there for the ref is Burt Whistle. Myers looks up. He's going to deliver a ball to the far post for Malpass to run onto. He's going to get there. Pulls it back across. And Sainville has missed what was a gilt-edged opportunity. And he knows it.
Wow. That was a fantastic opportunity at the back post. just running onto it. I think he just tried to tuck it too tight to the inside post there. It was a gaping goal and unfortunately putting it wide. But yet again, another really positive chance. The fact they let that runner in at the back post, take note of that, go into half-time, see that, and try and capitalise off of that. But another golden opportunity for Hamworthy.
Yeah, the pull across the face to goal. Stainville was at the far post, and his side foot effort, I think, hit the post and went wide. I mean, it would have been his first goal since the 23-24 season, and what a way to mark his return to full fitness, starting a season with us this time, which he wasn't able to do last year for multiple of reasons. That's the half-time whistle by the ref. It's Hamworthy 1, Newport 1 in an entertaining beginning of the season. How do you see this one unfolding as we get into the second half?
I think more of the same. I think the managers will go into the game, will go into it. Of course, the Newport manager will be, clearly happy with his goal, but I think he'll be happy with how they defended. They kept them on for long enough. They were good about 8 or 9 chances for Hamworthy that probably should have resulted in at least a shot on target. But I say a glaring opportunity right at the end, in which, well, the player knew that he should have done so much better, and he'll be replaying that, no doubt, in his head throughout the rest of it. But he just knows that he's got to knuckle down for the rest of the game and just keep going as they were. There's nothing wrong with how Hamworthy were playing. They made a really good adjustment afterwards. They tightened up their defence after they conceded the goal. And so hopefully more of the same for Hamworthy. Again, Newport at the moment, not looking too convincing in attack, but they didn't need to. They got their goal early on, and they looked to try and see out the rest of that half at least, which they weren't able to do. But can they do it for the rest of the game?